Hey, good afternoon. Sorry about that. Forgot my computer. You are juror number 62, is that correct?
Correct.
All right, well, thank you for your patience. You are the last one for the day, it appears. So there are a couple things I'm going to go over with you before I turn it over to the attorneys. The first thing of which is I'd like to swear you in so that all your answers are under oath. So if you could raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, under penalty of perjury, that you will truthfully answer all questions about your qualifications to serve as a juror?
I do.
All right. Now, first thing, we have plexiglass between us, plexiglass in front of you. The lawyers have plexiglass in front of them. I will continue to wear my mask, but if it would be more comfortable for you, or if you think you need to take it off to speak more clearly,
Sure.
that's fine.
Okay.
Feel free to do that anytime. But if you want to keep it on, also fine. In either case, if you could approach the microphone just a little more, you don't have to be right up
take this off too. That'll make it easier, I think.
All right. And if you want to put it back on at any time, you'll feel free. I kind of leave you in control of that.
Got it.
So first thing I have for you is you filled out the questionnaire, and thank you for doing that.
Yep.
Gave us a lot of good information. Obviously, you spent time on it. Is everything true on the questionnaire?
As far as I can recall, yes.
Yeah, and it's 3 months ago.
It was
so
a while ago. So
it's just that it's very common that when you filled it out 3 months ago, people reflect on it and they think, oh, I should have said this or that. And it's kind of hard, right, just cold to say what you might add. The attorneys, however, are going to ask you specific questions and maybe even read back your answer.
okay.
Feel free to add, give a different answer.
Okay.
For example, some of your opinions may have evolved, or some of the factual information you realized was incorrect. Don't worry about saying something different what's in the questionnaire.
Okay.
It's most important that we get it truly honest, candid information about you. So, any articles that you've read inadvertently since you filled out the questionnaire?
I mean, just catch a headliner here. That's you can't avoid. But other than that, no.
Right. The one danger of getting the questionnaire out too early is there's a long space of time.
Yeah.
And it has received media. This case has received media coverage, and so inadvertently,
Yes.
you get exposed to a headline, or even worse, maybe a friend talks to you and we told you don't tell anybody you're a potential juror.
Right.
So it makes it a little uncomfortable in those situations. Is there any information specifically you can tell us about that you remember from a headline or something else between when you filled out the questionnaire and today?
No, because I didn't really pay attention to it
Okay.
because I knew that I wasn't supposed to really,
Okay.
go there, so I didn't really take that second glance or deep dive into it. So I can't even really recall
Okay.
what it was about.
Anything you might have been exposed to, again, I'm sure inadvertently, that maybe isn't about the core of the case, but maybe related to it. Either other litigation, pretrial matters, the attorneys, the parties, anything like that.
No.
Okay. The most important thing is, no matter what you've heard, before the questionnaire, after the questionnaire, can you put it all aside and decide this case just on what you hear in the courtroom?
Being truthful, it would be hard.
Okay, tell me a little bit more about that, because I noticed
Yeah.
you said I would have a hard time being impartial. So
Yeah. I mean, I think there's multiple reasons
Okay.
if I can be truthful about those. One would just be safety of my family.
Okay.
Another one would just be the safety of and the outcome, what the potential could be
Okay.
for. I mean, this is a very high profile case, and
Right.
there's a lot at stake here, and I want to be truthful to myself and not be naive with if certain outcomes were what that can mean for our country.
Right.
So I have reservations with that as well.
Okay. Let me break that down a little
Yes,
bit.
sir.
First of all, a jury is anonymous. You're not going to be on video, referred to by number.
Yeah.
But it is true that your name might be sometime after trial, not immediately after trial.
Yeah.
But sometime after trial might be public.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, is that what you're talking about as far
Yes.
as?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And in addition to that, the nature of the charge, is it the gravity of both the charge and the high profile nature of it which causes you concern?
Well, it would just be if, I can't predict the outcome right now,
Right.
but if the outcome were to go a certain way and the general public didn't like that,
Mm-hmm.
I would that would cause definite concern for me regarding my family. Not me so much, but
Sure.
you know,
And everybody comes in to this courtroom with different background and
Yeah.
different obligations.
right.
What it comes down to is we do our best to protect the jury, but we also tell you that in the end you have to disregard
Right.
public opinion, anything like that.
Yes.
But it sounds like your view of it, which is possibly held by others, is that one verdict is a path of less resistance,
Right.
less controversial.
Yes.
And the other one may involve more controversy, more concern for your family.
Yes, sir.
Am I reading that correctly?
You are.
Do you think it's enough that with your family and yourself that you would not be impartial?
I have to be truthful, and yes, it would be hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sure you'd give it your best effort. All jurors do.
Yes.
But in the final analysis, you think the answer would be
It would be yes. I would have a hard time being impartial.
okay. To the point where one party is not going to get a fair trial, would you agree?
I mean, to be fair to everybody here,
Yeah.
I have to be truthful and say yes.
All right. Well, I'm going to excuse you from this panel then.
Okay.
You're free to go out your business. You're also excused from jury service generally.
Okay.
So you don't have to report back in or anything like that unless we give you a summons a few years from now.
Okay.
All right.
All right,
Thank you,
thank
sir.
you.
Appreciate your candor, and thank you for filling out the questionnaire
All right.
as well.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. It's 10 after 3. We have run out of jurors. Mr. Schaefer has sent you all an email indicating we're going to bring in 5 tomorrow morning and 4 in the afternoon. So, my only question is, and if the answer is no, I'd rather not do this off the cuff. We can do some of the motions if you'd like. But if you'd prefer, we can wait till the morning. I pretty much... Do you want to confer for a little bit?
Yes, well,
Okay.
do the motions in the morning, Your Honor. I don't think Mr. Schlischer is assigned to that task in this case. That's correct.
Oh, okay, yeah, and that makes perfect sense. Do we know who's going to be arguing the motion tomorrow?
I don't.
All right. Makes sense. Let's wait till tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. We'll reconvene then. We're in recess until that time. Thank you.